Hytale has come a long way from that huge trailer announcement all the way back at the end of 2018. Having revealed countless mobs, numerous work-in-progress mechanics, and some stunning sandbox cinematography, we now have a much clearer picture of what to expect from the game. And additionally, with the team being far more open and communicative with certain decisions and their creative choices, the socials are flourishing with more fans, fan art, and theories than ever before in the build-up to 2021. But we've still got an entire year to go, so let's take a look at how we're going to survive until then, shall we? Welcome back to Kweebec Corner. My name's Connor, and today I wanted to take a look back at every piece of information the team has revealed over the last couple of months before we resume with blog posts for the year. This video is sponsored by Server Pro. Server Pro has everything you need to host the next big Hytale server. With custom host names and support for modding and scripting, why not start your adventure today and grab a free Minecraft server that you can swap over once Hytale is launched. As you know, the team took a break in mid-December to focus on maintaining their sanity through the holiday period. I think we can all relate, and I don't think it came as a surprise to anyone. With the team having stuck to their earlier promise of not leaving us in the dark, they assured us that they would return in January with some new information. And while no official posts have gone out yet, a few members of the team have taken to Twitter and Reddit to answer some questions as they usually do. The first comes from Noxy, as he commented on the complexity of natural prefabs. He mentioned how the team have made sure to focus on avoiding the overcomplicated and grandiose structures of the Minecraft mods we've seen before, highlighting the reason most randomly generated structures appear to be ruins or broken down structures is to help maintain that sense of immersion for the player, so that they feel like there is still a world to explore and build up, there's room to grow. I think this comes as great clarification for some earlier speculation about the huge castles and structures we've seen. We can now perhaps assume that these are more isolated to the game mode and server side of Hytale with only a few exceptions. A Twitter post by the official account revealed an unlisted Yule log Christmas video. In this, not only do we get a new piece of music, but we also get a glimpse into a festively decorated homestead, fit with 2 dogs, a sleeping cat, and a coat of arms with the logo of the Orbis offices. We catch a glimpse of a coconut, and even get confirmation that toys or Kweebec action figures exist. Things like this, small stockings to hang, a Santa hat, are the small details that I think are missed in a lot of games. It seems as if Hytale want to make sure that we know they're paying attention to the detail. It remains to be seen if the team are merely creating these assets for cool set pieces, or if we really get those holiday type seasons and decorations within the game, but one thing's for sure, if they've made them, it would seem like a waste to not include them in some form. A user on Twitter called ScrubSteams questioned if Hytale had considered implementing Nvidia's RTX on release or later down the line. Ray tracing technology, in short, basically makes your game look a lot better using cleverly optimized lighting tricks, but it comes at a cost of needing a more powerful build or system, and due to this, Noxy responded by explaining that they had bigger fish to fry first, and while considered, they would prefer to prioritize their baseline options. So realistically, it won't be happening for launch. Going forward, I think we're going to see a large ramp up of content being revealed for the game. Let's not forget that with all the rest of the great titles dropping this year, plus the undoubtedly huge launch of both the PS5 and the new Xbox, it won't be long before we reach the start of 2021 and Hytale is going to have to contend with a beta of some kind. Of course, we know they've said they plan only to release when they feel ready, but if they're as objective and as talented as we give them credit for, they'll be able to pull through and get something to us sooner rather than later. Now for events. We can probably expect Hytale to make an appearance at some smaller gaming conventions. Similar to EGX last year, a few developer panels may be scheduled, but I hesitate to think about anything larger. While Riot is behind the game, I honestly would be very surprised if they managed to get a trailer or showcase slot at E3 or something akin. While the initial trailer has been globally recognized, it's hard to say if the team would really feel comfortable showcasing things a second time round and risking falling into the trap of setting expectations again. I would like to think that through 2020, we are still going to continue to get holiday and event-based social posts and images that tell us how various races across Orbis celebrate their festivities. But I would like to see an equal mixture of more subtle things as well, things that involve mobs interacting with one another or the environment. I really loved the whole dynamic reveal with the antelopes and the saber-toothed tiger hunting. Either way, the team aren't showing any signs of slowing down as a general team member position was recently posted. In preparation for a much larger segment of roles to be available in the coming months, this speaks volumes as it shows they're taking steps to bulk up their workforce and really knuckle down for the grind. It's safe to say they'll have hundreds, if not thousands of resumes to go through, essentially gaining access to some of the most talented artists, creators, and developers out there, all with an intense passion to work for the game remotely. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a game publicly post a team position and have this much of a huge response, but again, my experience is limited. The Hytale info subreddit has been on fire with questions and speculations as usual, so I wanted to highlight some fun ideas and weird things that were mentioned there. There have been a strange stream of predictions for the release date of the game, some using simple AI questions, while others actually going to the effort of calculating the exact chances of a release date. There's naturally a lot of hype around the new job postings, and people are anticipating a new blog post any day now. Ooh, and before I forget, just adding this in here, I wanted to give you guys a huge thank you for all the support. Honestly, I didn't expect all the positivity around the channel, and a lot of really invaluable discussions have been had in the comments. Plus, the Hytale footage video just hit 100,000 views, which is quite frankly above and beyond what I expected, and I'm so glad that people are able to use that video as a resource. In light of this, and reaching 2,000 subscribers, I wanted to establish what you can expect from this channel this year. First off, I still have a job, and I still have a lot of other priorities besides this channel, so I will be sticking to the weekly video schedule for the time being. I'm sure later this year that's all going to change depending on what gets announced, but that's the plan right now. With one Hytale News Update video, a Hytale Theory Talk, and a secret mysterious show that I'm yet to announce going up in rotation. I'm still trying to decide on a fourth show, as I've put Hytale Fan Art Wars on hiatus. While people seem to enjoy the show, it took an awfully long time to organise, record, and then edit, and I feel I could do the show more justice with a structured format later this year. So, with a spot open for a new show, I'm asking for ideas. What do you want to see on the channel? I do game development and manage projects in my spare time, and I have an expansive history of doing cool online game projects, so discussing my thoughts on those in some sort of development circle is what I'm kind of leaning towards. The November and December Twitter art competitions have both concluded also, and a new one will be posted in February. Both winners' pieces represented the themes incredibly well, and for that, both are winning $30. As the channel begins to branch out and start multiple projects, I'm considering beginning a Discord server as well. While I've used Discord for many years, I'm not too great at building servers, so I might ask a friend to help me out with that one. This will also be a place I use for future recordings, interviews, and recruitment for projects. So it would be great to see as many of you there as possible. Last but not least, I would like to donate some time to a new segment of the Hytale Update videos. Fan art shoutouts will be replacing Fan Art Wars for the temporary future. Fan Art Wars takes a lot of coordination and production time that I just don't have right now, and while working a full-time job, for now I'm just going to aim to shout out some of the most prominent artists in the community that I've spotted recently, and hope that coverage here will encourage the community to go over and support their work. A lot of these people also have open commissions, and you can find them regularly posting on Hytale Info if you want to give them support. First up is Arcana Dragon. I've been following this user for a good few months now. He's done countless pieces such as the Void Dragon, Varin, and more recently an awesome looking Outlander that's transforming into a strange mutated beast. And of course, my favourite, a Kweebec. Secondly is Fire. Of course, some of you should know Fire. He's an artist that works day in and day out and can always be found posting awesome new renders. Specifically, he's recently teased an upcoming animation and a cool dungeon render. Last but not least is Powerbite. Powerbite has been consistently updating his Hypack, a Hytale inspired Minecraft texture pack that you can download in your world today. Some of the textures really do look cool and fit in with what the Hytale aesthetic is going to look like. Make sure to follow all three of these artists as soon as possible to stay up to date with their latest works. Speaking of work, I'm hard at work on my brand new series that should be premiering in a matter of weeks. I don't want to promise a set date as I want everything to be perfect, even though I'm sure it won't be. Despite this, no promises, but it'll be out soon, at some point, I'm sure, perhaps. Support the channel and help the corner grow by liking the video, and subscribe if you want to stick around in the run-up to Hytale to follow all the latest news, discussion, and speculation. Thank you as always for watching Kweebec Corner, stay safe and keep free.